What do you do if you have a business idea in your head? I know so many young people struggle with having an idea in their head and they are clueless on how to start it and what to do, and even how to progress with such ideas. When starting up on our business, we were clueless at some point, but we could later dot right. But what are those steps as a young person that want to start a business? What are those things you think that you should start with? First of all, when you want to start a business, write the idea of the business, because the first step in every business and starting is the will to start. When you can start, you have succeeded 80% of the business. So what do you start with? You start by writing down the idea. Don't judge it by yourself. Sometimes you might have an idea in your head and you are thinking, what if it doesn't go? What if it doesn't go? What if I bring this and it doesn't move? You can just try. And after writing that down, you ask yourself, what would this idea solve? Then number two, validate your idea. Now that you have your ideas on paper, it is time for the big question. Does anyone actually need this? And this is where validation comes in. Talk to potential customers. And if you don't have any potential customers, what you can do is you can talk to potential people around you and see what their take is. Ask them about the pain points of the business. Ask for their needs and their demand. Because when you have a demand from somebody, that is when you have seen an opportunity. Example, let me talk about how we introduced one of our selling equipment now, which is the popcorn with warmer. Before now, there was no popcorn with warmer in Nigeria, but we went for exhibitions and went for shows, and we find out that most times people come with limited amount of popcorns because popcorn always sells in every exhibition. So we found out that what can we do to increase people's productivity? So we now have to do popcorn with warmer. The warmer is for both snacks and to also warm the popcorn. So that was the creative idea we had. And so do you talk to then when we spoke to bakers about it, then they liked the idea, and now that is how we now have popcorn with snacks warming together in one machine. And because of that machine could minimize space. It could minimize space for the vendors during their exhibitions. So those are one of the things as a business owner. You go around, you ask questions, you find out loopholes on what people really need. When we introduced that popcorn, we had to identify who our target audience were. So once you see a business opportunity, you identify your target audience. It is time to get specific about who your ideal customers are. Don't say everyone. Everyone cannot be your target. That is the truth. The more specific you are, the better you can tailor your product marketing and messaging. Think about their age, location, income, interest, pain point, and where they spend their time. Is it either online or offline? Understanding your target audience inside and out will inform you every decision to make for your business. And once you understand your target audience, you will understand that you have delivered on your product very, 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 very well. So last, sketch out a basic business model. This business model, sometimes people go and hire people to sketch business model for them, but I don't think it's the best. I think if you have a business idea, you would sit down and design the model the best way you can. Let's start thinking about the practicalities of the business. How will your business actually break even? Because every business that wants to break even has at least 3 to 5 years lifespan. After 5-year lifespan and the business has not broken even, it is always difficult for it to break even. Take people that want to start a business, for example. If after 3 to 5 years your business have not broken even, sometimes it's difficult after that to break even. To start, I suggest you start small. Start really small. You don't need a perfect full-fledged product or service to start. The key is to create a simple initial offerings that allows you to test the waters and get the real world feedback. Think of it as giving your potential customers a free test of what you can do.